Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at a completely maxed out Hisuian Typhlosion in the Master Premiere, which I thought would be an interesting little bit of a shakeup. It's not really ranked that well. Its regular Typhlosion form is going to be a lot better as far as the ranking is concerned and also usability, but let's have a little fun with it. Anyways, we're going to be pairing it up with Primarina and Annihilate for a little bit, and then we go into another thing here. Now, what we're going to be talking about specifically in this video are all of the cheats and cheating going on in Go Battle League here. All right, so I'm going to get out of the way the first one here that I personally do not mind. You probably don't enjoy this or approve of it, but personally for me, I could care less. So what it is spoofing. Spoofing to get the 100% IV Pokemon for Master League or the particular IVs that you need for whatever league, for whatever Pokemon. Now, when it comes down to these, no, it's not right, but I could care less. Literally 1% or 0, okay? What I'm concerned about are other cheating, the other forms of cheating, which we're gonna go over here. So I just wanted to get that one out of the way. Again, I'm not saying that's okay for you to do that, but I'm also saying I really don't care when it comes down to that. So what I'm really concerned about are mostly the Discord cheat, all right? Which is going to evolve into different forms of cheating in the future as they do perfect it and develop better ways for them to do these type of things. If you're not familiar from what I'm talking about here, that is going to be the cheat in where they're going to be able to link their account into a Discord, and it is going to require them to have 2 phones. And if you want to look it up, go ahead and look up Go Battle League Discord cheat PokeAK, and you should be able to find that video with the proof there. So essentially you're going to link your account to this Discord, and you're going to have another phone on the side. So you're going to use your original phone to go into the Go Battle League, and then on another phone you're going to be in the Discord looking at the particular stats that it's going to throw at you. So when you're battling somebody and it says battle, you know, when it found a battle for you, at that very moment it is going to show you their team and in the order of which they are. Okay, so you're going to know the lead as well as what they have in the back. If you do not find this problematic, then you really do not know anything about Go Battle League, or you're brain dead, or you're just playing stupid, or you're using it yourself, okay? So there's that. It does give you a massive advantage, okay? So we're talking about having a particular, like for instance, Snorlax here, Body Slam and Superpower, okay? If I was going up against that with, say, an Annihilate, right? Here you go, there you go, here you go, an Annihilate, perfect timing. Now, if they knew I didn't have Outrage or Earthquake, I don't have to worry about shielding a damn thing. Although those moves are not going to be doing a lot to Annihilate anyways, but you see what my point is. There are moves on particular Pokemon that could change the whole dynamic of you needing to shield or not, which is going to give them an absolute massive advantage over that situation. So you can already see where this is going. I mean, simply seeing the team is just right on its face right there. You don't really need to go any further into details as to what the hell's going on, but I'm elaborating so you can understand if you're not familiar or if you're out of the loop, as there's being a lot more people being introduced into Pokemon Go over the recent months and years that have potentially missed that update on the cheating. All right, another thing that we have going on here is this right here, which is taking place. I do believe they just closed out their app, so that's not necessarily anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to close out your app because you know you're going to lose, then go ahead and do so, all right? That's on you. But what we're going to be seeing here, I do believe here in a little while, is another new form of cheating. I wouldn't call it new, probably just more perfected at this point, in which you may have noticed this before. So what is going to happen is you will be winning, you know, kicking ass. Maybe you had a bad lead, maybe you had a good lead, maybe you just turned the battle around towards the end, and all of a sudden when you've turned the battle around and you're about to take that, you know, that winning blow, rah, it just freezes and starts freezing and you can't do anything. And before you know it, either all of your Pokemon have fainted after a certain amount of time of sitting there tapping the screen and nothing happening because your opponent did something to the game and made it so you freeze up and they were able to continue to attack you, Or you close out the app because you're sick of waiting and you go back in and it says battle cannot be found. Now, this is occurring a lot more recently, as I've been noticing, and it's not a coincidence that it only occurs when you're about to win, or when they have figured out that they are about to lose the battle. And then all of a sudden the game starts to lag. These are not coincidences, not by far. You have to understand this. Now, I have to also be logical about this too. And we can't say every time the game freezes, it's because somebody's cheating, right? That's not the case. And I understand this. Go Battle League is busted, broken, stuttery, skips frames. It's just horrible, right? But we also all know that there are people taking advantage of making the game lag when they're in a bad position and they know they're going to lose. So that is another issue. So what am I getting at here? Whoa, what do you want Go Battle League to be perfect? No game is perfect out there, and there's always going to be a way to cheat or do something to loophole or manipulate the system, even if it's a small little thing, okay? A lot of these companies or games come out with patches and then people just find a new way. Or maybe they'll even just have a detection system in their game that detects some sort of a cheating thing going on, and then, well, you get banned. Go Battle League doesn't have anything like that. It certainly does have some sort of an anti-cheat system within the game as far as people who are using third-party softwares, not necessarily Discord, because that one cannot really be detected. And this is why Niantic particularly told GoHub to remove the Discord cheat article from their website because they have no solution. And if they don't have a solution, they definitely do not want to address it or it to be public knowledge. And this is exactly why Niantic did not address it and swept it under the rug regarding people being able to see your whole damn team. This is obvious, right? They definitely addressed the cheat that we had a long time ago when it came down to the Melmetal, farming up energy fast. If you were not here for that, that was another cheat there where people were able to gain 2 times the energy as fast. Or if you're like, why am I getting hit by freaking 4 rock slides back to back here? And they don't even have the energy because they were cheating, okay? So they shut Go Battle League down for that. They addressed it because they understood and knew the mission in which they needed to correct that particular cheat. But when it came down to this Discord one, they have no bearings for it. So this is where we're at. People are dropping off like crazy from Go Battle League. I find myself sitting in the lobby a lot longer waiting for battles. And then when I do find the battles, they seem like they're a lot more manipulated than they particularly were before. And I can't help but think that we're battling a bunch of bots sometimes. Obviously, there's real people because I see you all commenting, hey, that's me in the video. Of course, a lot of these, I would say, throwing a percentage out there, but the percentage of real people versus bots, the real people, I'm going to have to say there are probably around 85 to 90%. And then the bots are kind of filler for when you are need to be really manipulated or maybe even lifted up and they want to throw an easy team at you, or they really need to hold you back and kind of bring that win percent back to around 50 to 55% or 60 or so. Now, when it comes to any other cheating, it's really boiling down to pretty much freezing people's games and then being able to see their team. When it comes down to that lagging thing, I'm pretty sure there's several different ways to make it happen. You can kind of just make them lag out all the way, or you can kind of just freeze their game up for a few seconds to allow you to have an energy advantage over them. And then at that point, they could probably just sweep you up because of the massive energy advantage that they did gain over you during those few seconds that they did freeze you up, however they're doing it. Now, if you're thinking, well, Poke, tell us how they're doing it. There's many different ways to do it, and I'm not going to get into the specifics on how they're actually making it happen, okay? You could think about it, but I will tell you this. Back in the day, I used to play a game called Saints Row 2, and online multiplayer was, it was a cult, okay? It was amazing. It was good times. And people use a thing called lag switch. Very creative ways in using these things. Some people linked it up to the Rockstar drum pedal and made it so anytime they really needed a lag switch, they can just hit that switch with their foot. enabling them to continue to play without having to move around and obstruct their other hand, and they can continue on battling, right? And killing people in the game. I probably have to edit that word out, but yeah, getting them in the game. Now take a look here. We're going to be witnessing them losing here and then freezing up the game so that they can win or make it null and void. That did count as a loss for me too, by the way. So yeah, you know, as much as I love battling, I really do, but I really wish Niantic would hone down and crack down on some of these things that are occurring here. But I guess going back to them telling GoHub to remove the article about the Discord cheat, they, again, probably do not know what to do about that. I mean, they're really kind of screwed when it comes down to that. But then that leaves us just with what, like, okay, well, you keep on lifting up Go Battle League. You want people to play it, but at the same time, it seems like you're really not showing it too much love. You give us new kind of a meta shift every season, which, hate it or love it, I mean, it really doesn't matter to me personally. I think it's kind of, it's probably okay. It's never been an issue. Like, yeah, the meta shift at each season, I wouldn't even call it a meta shift, just a slight movement in different Pokemon's moves. It's good. It's good. You can't let the water be stagnant for too long, right? But it shows that they really don't know what they're doing. And to just kind of adjust moves, less energy, more damage, more energy, less damage. Oh, now it does this effect and this doesn't do this effect, or it's less of a percentage of it happening now than before. It's like, what is this? What is that? Now, from that aspect, it seems a little bit clueless and desperate, right? They literally don't know what to do next, but just keep on shuffling the moves around. So that's where we're at, and that's why Go Battle League is dying, and the majority of people don't care. And what's even worse now is people are not only dropping off from Go Battle League, but the game itself altogether, because of how Niantic is treating this particular game here. It's like they show love for their other games by tweeting out all these stupid hunters. You know, if you like that game, sure, it looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just not gonna get into it because I already know if I do, I'll take up a lot of time, you know, time away from editing and battling and doing all this stuff for Pokemon Go. But it doesn't seem like they really care too much as far as Pokemon Go, but almost as if they kind of spite this game now. Or not even spite the game, but just the people, us as a community in general. All right, but I don't know. It's just bananas. You would think if you had, let's say, a particular location, say you owned a couple of restaurants, right? And they all perform like crap, right? Except for one, which is let's pretend it's Pokemon Go, right? Let's say it's an Italian restaurant. And they put all their love into the ones that are doing horribly, but then they neglect the one that's doing very well. They don't clean the bathrooms, the kitchens are unsanitary, their cooks are horrible, their employees are showing up late, everybody's kind of rude, everything's disorganized. You get the picture, right? A horrible run restaurant, but at the same time, whatever reason, the people love going there. But you keep on letting it die off slowly but surely. You get bad reviews, but then eventually it's just going to be completely garbage and nobody's going to really want to go there. That's where we're at. Kind of a weird analogy, but you get where I'm coming from. Started thinking and questioning myself as I got halfway through that analogy. Like, where am I getting at here? But there you have it, folks. I just wanted to let you know that Go Battle League is a complete mess. Pokemon Go is a complete mess. We just had that whole Rayquaza raid, elite raids. Look, we need to do away with elite raids. Elite raids are toxic and bad for the game. If you're thinking, we have pretty much a lot of fun over here in my city. Yeah, that's great. That's great. That's great because it caters to you. See, it's not catering to a lot of other people. It would be nice if they just simply had a raid day. Why? But anyways, I just wanted to rant and ramble for you today, folks. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching and take care.
Your life Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!